Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the match between Barcelona and Real Sociedad. Barcelona is going to be playing away. This is also going to be our first game back since the last time we did play back on Monday against Huesca, which Barcelona did win 4-1. And now that we are here, Barcelona is going to be facing a very tough opposition side. Real Sociedad has shown to be a team that is quality, that they can compete within this season, and so Barcelona do have a massive job, which is to take down Real Sociedad. So this is going to be the third time Barcelona will be facing this opposition. The first time that Barcelona has faced this side was within La Liga, which Barcelona has won 2-1. Then there was a match which was considered as the Super Cup semi-final. Barcelona did tie against Real Sociedad 1-1, but went to penalties, which did end in a 3-2 win for FC Barcelona. So it has never been an easy slide for Barcelona when they do face this opposition. So I would not necessarily call this a very decisive match, but it is going to be a very difficult game for sure. And as we can see here on the table, Sociedad is in 5th place within La Liga. There was a moment throughout this season where Sociedad were actually in 1st place, but their form has dropped. But even then, this is a team that still shows that they do have the quality. And if you look at their defensive game and how many goals they do allow per 90 minutes, Sociedad is just right under Sevilla and Atletico Madrid, and they only allow a total of 0.8 goals per 90. So Barcelona and Ronald Koeman, they're going to have to do everything right, which basically means that they have to dominate this game if we do want to win. Just like how Barcelona dominated PSG and Sevilla twice, Barcelona can get this done. I just don't think that we should no longer question whether this Barcelona team has the capacity to take control of the game, because they can, and they do have the quality to do so. And I do think that if we do not see them productive on the field against Sociedad or any time throughout the rest of this season, it is going to ultimately rely on Ronald Koeman, because he has already shown that with this squad they could get good results. And facing a very defensive side, what's going to really matter on Barcelona's part is how productive could they be off the ball. That is going to be key once we do go away at their stadium. And Ronald Koeman did say something about how Barcelona should be approaching Real Sociedad and what the future may hold for both Ronald Koeman and the club. And this is what Koeman did say, and I quote, "It is important that our work stands out. Laporta had already told me after the PSG game on the plane that he has confidence in me, but this can change if the results do not come. We must continue to keep working." So he is simply saying two things: that there is a lot at stake at the moment for Barcelona to try and reach the first place spot, and also at the same time things could change very quickly. If Barcelona do not bring the necessary points in tomorrow's game, things could ultimately change. And Laporta has made it clear towards Ronald Koeman that if the results do change and we do not get what we want, which is the domestic double supposedly, then Laporta may not back Koeman like he did express back in that presentation a couple of days ago. Now, lucky enough, over the past few weeks the frequency of playing games have been greatly lowered. A couple of weeks ago, about 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 weeks back, Barcelona were playing 1 game every 3 days. Now, as of late, Barcelona is only playing a total of 1 game per 5 or 6 days. And looking at the resting length period, this is going to greatly fit the way that Barcelona do want to play, because Barcelona do play a game that does require a lot from its individuals. So the fact that we are only playing 1 game every 5 to 6 days, this is probably the best thing that could happen for Ronald Koeman and his players. Now we're going to move on towards the squad list. If we can see the squad list here, everyone is present. The 2 players that are not going to be here or featuring in this game is going to be Gerard Piqué and Sergio Roberto. It says here, according to Javi Miguel, that Piqué and Sergio Roberto are both aiming to return after the international break for the game against Valladolid on the 5th of April. And we could also see Moriba featuring within the squad list. Surprisingly, we also do see Ronald Araujo. I do think that in this game against Sociedad, knowing how difficult of an opponent they really are, Araujo could be playing a full 90 minutes in tomorrow's night's match, which ultimately does have a ripple effect, because if Araujo is going to be taking a center back position within that defensive line, that is going to greatly help Frenkie de Jong on moving up towards the midfield line. Now keep in mind that there's going to be 2 players in this game that currently do have 4 yellow cards, and that is going to consist of Lionel Messi and Frenkie de Jong. And so if Messi or Frenkie de Jong, or maybe even both, if they do receive a yellow card against Sociedad in the next match, they will not be able to participate. But Ronald Koeman has made it very clear in the pre-match press conference that he's not willing to reserve anyone in this game, and if something does happen, if a player does miss the next match that is considered as a very important player, he will be looking for alternatives, which is now going to lead us towards our predicted starting 11. Now that Koeman has made it clear that he will not reserve or save anyone in this game, here is going to be the strongest starting 11 Ronald Koeman could place on the field. I do believe that Koeman is going to go for a 3-5-2, a formation that does show that Barcelona can dominate the opposition, position. In that defensive line, we should expect to see Longley, Ronald Araujo as the main center back, and right along Mingueza, who will be the right center back. As for the midfield line, we should expect to see Jordi Alba on the left wing, Frankie de Jong, Sergio Busquets, and Pedri within the midfield, and have Serginho Dest on the right wing area. As for the front two, the best combination we could see would be Messi and Dembele. And looking at the starting 11, this is a very strong starting 11 that could get results. And I do think that going up against Sociedad, there are going to be three important key points to take note of. Number one, Frankie de Jong is going to be having a massive role against Sociedad. He is going to be responsible for carrying the ball forward and try to produce more chances for FC Barcelona. Point number two, I do believe that the understanding between Messi and Dembele is going to be very important, because we have seen many times on Messi, or maybe sometimes even Pedri or Frankie de Jong, feeding Dembele, and Dembele always manages to put himself in a position where he can be in a goal scoring chance. And I just hope that against Sociedad, knowing that Barcelona do need to score, Dembele can be on his A game, and there is no other player that can feed him well besides Lionel Messi. The third point that we are going to be talking about is going to be about Longley and Jordi Alba. This duo here, even though historically we have seen them fail on many occasions, but seeing how their form has been as of late, especially Jordi Alba, these two players here are going to be responsible for covering the left wing area. And on Sociedad's side, on the right wing area, they do have a player named Januzaj, who is considered as a great crosser inside the box, and the one player that will be looking for those balls once he does produce those crosses will be Isaac. So Jordi Alba needs to be on top of his game and defend the right winger. And as for Longley, I do believe that Isaac is going to be the main man that he will be marking. And so lastly, I do want to give some daily news within this video, because news has emerged regarding Philippe Coutinho. So Philippe Coutinho will be coming back in about 1 to 2 months. He will be available to play within the last month of this season. And it says here, according to Gabriel Sanz, that the sporting area is looking to find Philippe Coutinho a new team for the next season. It's more due to the economic reasons rather than the sporting reasons. Barcelona would have to pay Liverpool a total of 20 million euros if Coutinho reaches 100 games. And that is going to be something that Barcelona and Laporta definitely do not want to do. And I have a great feeling that that meeting that we did see yesterday, which was on Friday, there was a meeting that was being held with Laporta and the other board members, and they were going to be discussing many topics. They have already done that, and I do think that because we're hearing this report is coming solely based off of that meeting that Laporta did have. Because what's so interesting about this is that this report here, seeing how it states that Philippe Coutinho is going to be sold for economic reasons, that is slightly foreshadowing the plans that Laporta and Barcelona do want to do in this summer. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about on what Barcelona do want to pull through within the summer of 2021, and they're going to need great money to emerge within the club and cut off the wages. And Philippe Coutinho is within those plans and will be able to make that happen. So as for the future of Philippe Coutinho and FC Barcelona, while yes, I am a big fan of Philippe Coutinho, I have been following him for the past 6 to 7 years, there is a big chance that we could see a departure from Coutinho and leave potentially to another club. I do think that this is going to be a move that will be good for all parties. Yes, for Barcelona for economic reasons, for sporting reasons. We have seen Moriba, Pedri, Frankie de Jong, who now plays as an interior. This is going to be the future of this club. And as for Philippe Coutinho, I know that he is a player, a world-class player that does want to play in every game for the full 90 minutes. And he will be looking for that opportunity to do so, whether it's playing with Barcelona or not. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona pre-match preview and daily news. Let me know what's going to be your predicted score against Sociedad and what's going to be your predicted starting 11. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.